Okay, so this is the second type of work example that I would like to show you. Basically, it's still an echo question, but you realize that the context of the question has changed and the phrasing of the question has also changed. What you're required to find out now is actually the distance between the ship and the seabed, right? Whereas in the previous question, you're given on the distance and you're required to find the time. So let's pause the video at this point and see if you are able to work it out on your own. Okay, so let's see if you managed to get the answer. Okay, so in this question, what we will need to do first is actually to realize that the total time taken for the sound to travel from the bottom of the ship to the seabed and back up again, this total time is actually 0.3 seconds. Okay, and we know that the speed of sound is actually 1,500 meters per second in water. Alright, and what we are left with is actually to find what's the distance traveled here. Now, so the common formula that we use, okay, whenever we do with sound in calculation, is actually to use this, that the speed of sound is equals to distance over time taken. Now, if you were to put the speed of sound as 1,500 meters per second, and the distance as the depth of the seabed divided by the total time taken of 0.3 seconds, this whole thing will then be wrong. Now, what happens is that while the formula is correct, do note that this distance here is actually 2 times the depth. Okay, because basically you notice that the sound travel once, okay, and then travel the second time. So it's actually 2 times the depth. Okay, so the proper adaptation of this formula is actually that the speed of sound is actually equals to 2 times the depth divided by time. Okay, so at this point, do take note that this depth is actually your total distance. 2 times the depth is equals to the total distance traveled by the sound. So with that, the rest is just substitution. So 1500 meter per second is equals to 2 times the distance divided by 0.3 seconds. So with this simple computation, you should be able to work it out that D is actually equals to 1500 times 0.3 divided by 2, and that gives you 225 meters. So this is actually the final depth of the seabed. Okay, I hope you have understood how to work on all these examples. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them in your Google Classroom. Okay, thank you.